Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight we have checked out the Christmas classic. That is the 2022 movie, Weredeer. I fucking hate you so much.
Seasons eating.
Max, time to chop firewood, bitch.
Great trailer.
Tell you what, bitch.
Forgot to pull a trailer. As we do around here, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, as they say. Not everybody celebrates Christmas, and that's right. Okay. But it is the holiday time, festivities, exciting stuff.
Yes.
And that means one thing, guys. This is obviously our Christmas episode, but next week is the big time, the prime time.
Oh man,
the Bad Movie Night
many minis.
AJ has so graciously put together a really, really terrible ballot that no one can fill out.
It's beautiful. See that?
First, download the Excel spreadsheet.
I built that in Photoshop.
Then put it to a PDF file. Fax it to your grandma. And then when your grandma's done wiping her ass with it.
A PDF file is the most accessible file to that.
It was totally fun. Portable document format.
So we have ballots for that, which the patrons have been perusing. I haven't put any thought into this whatsoever. I'm thinking I'll probably work on it the day we go to record and just kind of wing it as we do.
Maybe Monday.
The hour we go to record.
Yeah. But
I didn't have one for this category, guys.
Every year, though,
you guys talk about this one a little bit, and
every year I always struggle. Like before we go to do it, I'm like, I'm not gonna remember any of this shit. But then it starts to come back.
It gets
when I'm filling out.
We talk about it.
The nice thing is, like, you just got to go back and listen to some old episodes. I do that. Like, I remember everything.
So much time.
I'm not doing that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Episodes aren't 20 minutes anymore.
Our episodes are awful.
Oh, okay.
They're awful. They're worse. I'm not listening to any of that. Anyways.
Thanks for joining us.
That's what we're doing next week. So the next 2 weeks will be the Bad Movie Night Awards, but we will be live next week. I think we're doing it the same day, but maybe a little earlier.
Tuesday night or Wednesday night.
No, God.
Thursday.
I just you're so fucking annoying how you make us change around the show all the time.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay, what did I do this time? What am I changing it to?
You just changed it to Tuesday.
You're always like, well,
Wednesday. It used to be Tuesday.
Bullshit.
But now it's Wednesday.
God, what happened to Bill Murray?
It kind of looks like Nick Cage and he had a baby.
That's true.
Did you say Nick Cage and Ian had a baby? Is that what you said?
Nick Cage and he. Bill
okay. All right. So it's Christmas time. Again, from our hearts to yours, we wish every listener out there and watcher happy holidays.
From our house down to your house.
Our house, one house down to your house. We wish you.
And into your hearts.
Happy holidays.
Now, we have big things to talk about. The 2022 Christmas classic. AJ, what is Weredeer about?
Max and his girlfriend of 3 years decide to take a holiday adventure.
I want to meet your family.
Let's go home.
They travel to spend Christmas with Max's backwoodsy family.
Hey, dang old Max, how you doing, man?
Just Lindsay's house.
Somehow, Max's girlfriend gets bitten by a deer.
Here, dear, can I pet you?
Little does she know that she is about to become the Weredeer.
Max, I need help. Help.
Rated R.
Help.
The only thing good about this movie is the Immortal Mask that costs $450.
Help me.
Rebecca picked this movie out, and we will unpack the psychological effects of that further in this episode. But AJ, that was a great premise hole section. But
Thank you.
Here's what I want. In 2023, Aaron, I want all new bumpers.
Fuck you! I don't have time for that shit.
Bought a
Yeah,
new guitar.
we need the fresh.
This was my Christmas gift to you. You just bought a new guitar. I thought this would be a perfect time to freshen up. And I'm thinking,
what am I gonna write? I can't write bumpers.
I think we get rid of the corn. And we replace it with Disturbed, and we down with the history. You motherfuckers, get up and get down with the history. Something like that. That'd be pretty badass, right?
History.
Yeah. But it's more like a cough or something. And you're like,
Turn into like Passenger. I'm your history hole.
no.
I like your hole around your ankles.
That's what a 59 is.
Oh my god!
What?
We're gonna get fined for that.
Mine was a legitimate idea.
Tim, I never pegged you as a foot fetish kind of guy.
Stop pegging him.
Makes sense.
Just stop pegging him all the time. Well, I'm not here to judge.
You don't
you
peg
two
me
do what
enough,
you want.
Aaron.
You two do what you want.
You know what I really want to
Consensual
hear?
way.
No,
Consensual
I mean,
way.
Opinions
no
on
judgment.
eggnog, since we're just talking. Are you guys doing eggnog? Eggnog?
I
people
never
out there?
do.
I'm not
No.
a big
It's too
eggnog
rich.
fan,
It's too
though.
rich.
I don't like eggnog at all.
I would.
I don't know. Put some
drink an
whiskey in there?
eggnog, but I don't.
It's
ever.
just very, very rich and very,
rich.
very dairy.
It's very,
Yeah.
very
Yes,
so
yes, I am.
But you can get it with like almond or something. Almond.
Can
nog.
you?
Do any of you
Right,
do
it's
eggnog?
good.
Is that like a thing in your
No.
house?
It would destroy my asshole.
What just happened? Why did AJ repeat it like we didn't already answer his question? What the fuck was that?
But
Are
what
you a
about
cyborg? Are
eggnog?
you a
I
robot?
bet
Yeah.
Chris is
Yeah.
over there
Matrix
drinking
lights.
eggnog right now.
That was so weird.
That's what's in his
we're moving
lotion.
on.
What?
AJ just broke and he's like we didn't answer his question. It made no sense.
That's what he
Anyways.
does. He asks new questions
This is
halfway
the
through asking the original
this is the
question.
gaslighting thing I'm talking about.
Yes.
Time to move on.
It's the word of the year.
Do the history hole. So here
I
we
suppose.
go.
For Aaron's history hole.
All right. Oh shit!
I
Wrong
love that
picture.
shirt, by the way.
Wrong picture. Shit! I gotta get the right cover. Here we go.
Is this just a picture of you, Aaron?
No, this is the guy from
Oh,
the
I'll
movie.
fix it. I'll fix it in a second. There we go.
There it is.
Hey, what the fuck is that
Nice.
supposed to mean? No, I'm not. Oh wow, my head looks huge.
It's a Pennsylvania
It's like shit.
image if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, ask your mom about that.
There you go.
All right, that's perfect, Aaron. Perfect.
I mean, that does kind of look like me, if I'm being honest.
It's happening.
I got it. Go
What
ahead,
an
Aaron.
episode.
All right, Weredeer. Tagline for this film is Seasons Eating. It was filmed in West Union, South Carolina, with an estimated budget of $10,000.
Really?
Yep. It was released February 25th, 2022. And then
Day
later,
before my birthday.
December 10th, 2022, at the Stranger Days Independent Film Festival. Yep.
Picks this up.
Who releases a Christmas movie in February?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to go to Stranger Days Film Festival.
I know,
Maybe
right?
they'll take our shitty ass. movie.
Yeah. It would work perfect.
And you too can be on Tubi.
We'll be on Tubi. Don't you worry.
Don't you worry about that. All right, so some other February 2022 films we have Jackass Forever.
Never saw it.
Nope.
Yeah. I don't remember I saw
Moonfall.
that.
Never saw it.
No.
The Long Night.
Oh. No, I kind of want to see it though.
Never
You
saw
say
it.
It's a
like
horror
that.
movie of some sort.
Really?
Yeah. Death on the Nile.
Oh,
saw
I saw that.
Agatha
Yeah,
Christie.
that's okay.
Black Light with Liam Neeson, I believe.
Oh man,
Let me guess. Somebody
Special
wrong.
lights.
I've got a
and he's
particular
gonna do
set of
something.
truck driving skills.
there is no
Is it
light.
Black
but
Ice?
spoon.
Black Light.
Lights.
I will show all your
I thought
state.
it was
Sounds like the new
Black
Coors Light beer or something.
Yeah.
At what point does he get so old that like you
He's
don't
like in
do
his
this
70s,
anymore?
right? How old is he? Yeah.
Or is it like he just has dementia and like that's what his cause is for being violent or something at some point? Like he's not an action guy. Like
But he turned into one.
He
so
is
now-
one. Yeah.
how do you turn into one at like 70?
But if you look at like the third Taken, there's like 70 cuts to get him jumping over a fence.
Well, yeah,
Boy, he's old.
He is old.
Lindsay. He's an old man.
That's well, because it's not him either. It's like
Get
He's
outta
trying not to step
here.
on his old man balls when he goes over the fence.
don't make him jump over a
Gotta get
fence. is
someone
what
to
I'm
hoist him up
saying.
over.
He's been in a lot of movies, Liam Neeson.
Yes. Some other movies we have Uncharted.
Never saw it.
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it either. Yeah.
Tom Holland.
And what's his face? That douche. Texas Chainsaw Massacre again.
Did see it. Did see it. It's pretty
Didn't
bad.
see it. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Pretty bad.
We have Studio 666.
Saw it.
That
Heard
had
it's
some
pretty
funny
bad.
stuff in it.
Some funny
Yeah.
There's
moments.
some
yeah.
funny stuff in it.
It's all right. It's all right.
And finally, No Exit.
Oh.
No.
The like
exit.
Ray Liotta movie.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, the Ray
2022.
Liotta
You
movie
mean
from
cocaine.
February
Oh.
25th. Or
Wait,
February.
No Exit from 2022?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of cool. During a blizzard, it's stranded in an isolated highway rest stop in the mountains. A college student discovers a kidnapped child hidden in a car belonging to one of the
wow.
people inside. Sounds
Oh,
super
I read
dark.
that book.
Yeah?
It's a good book. Yeah.
Sounds
Was-
interesting.
Oh,
Rebecca, was there
Damien
no exit?
Powers,
Was-
the
Was there
director.
an exit
Was there
by
what?
the end? Was there
what
an
exactly are
exit by
they
the end?
exiting? The car?
Yeah.
No,
he
they
did
get like
Killing Ground.
stuck in the middle of nowhere. So
Oh.
there's no way of getting out of the rest stop because there's a blizzard.
You driving
It's,
a blizzard.
It's like The
driving a
Mist.
It's like right now.
All the cars are like it's feet of snow and they're all
It's like the
stuck.
snow is the mist. You can't go anywhere.
Must not be driving a Ford. Am I right, Spiv?
Must not be buying American.
All right, so our writer, director, producer, and editor for this film, Andrew Dyson. Andrew Dyson was born in Spartanburg, South Carolina. After his parents introduced him to Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, he was hooked on film. He's a graduate of the film production program at Western Carolina University. He's
Nice.
extremely active in the independent genre scene, with works being screened across the Southeast.
Wow. He sounds like he's doing
That's-
great. Like,
That's South Carolina.
that's cool,
and
man.
Georgia.
This guy went to film school.
yeah, he did. Couldn't you tell? From all the beautiful
A
color
film
grading they did?
production
Yeah.
program. I don't know if that's full blown
I'm
film
assuming
school.
Tubi killed the colors in this
Deep
movie.
A class.
It is
Yes.
very
That's
flat.
possible.
Yes. So he has 6 director's credits, 3 of which are for shorts. But he does have some other stuff that might be something we want to check out. I'm not sure. We have The Beckoning from 2013.
Man, look at that. That does look cool. It's beckoning.
It actually looks like it kind
my
of blends
God.
in with my image there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like the
It's
shot
it's
from
like
the
men,
man.
but
Yeah, I was just gonna
Probably
say that's
bad.
a tunnel from men,
yeah. Oh my God,
Excuse
Alex
me?
Garland ripped off the Beckoning.
right?
He kind of did. You're
It
right.
makes so much sense now.
Beckoning.
Who doesn't like a manly tunnel once in a while?
59.
59.
Oh, yeah.
So 4 college students travel to a mysterious road in the middle of a forest, starring one Richard Grieco. No, just kidding.
Oh, you had me.
Waitress.
You would have had me there. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good. He also, from 2013, has he directed a segment called The Recapturing in this anthology series or
Nice.
movie called Night Whispers.
It'd be fun to be an anthology
It's
movie.
somewhat interesting concept.
Yeah, we
I
haven't
know.
done an anthology in a while.
No,
It's
we
been a
haven't.
while. With a film festival deadline quickly approaching, 2 aspiring filmmakers attempt to pitch quality ideas to each other. It's kind of an interesting idea, right?
that
So you
is
got
an
2 guys
interesting
bullshitting
idea,
about
yeah.
like, oh, we could make a movie about this, and then you shoot it short as part of the anthology. Might be kind of cool. I'm sure it's really low budget and everything, but interesting concept. So he did help write the film as well, but we do have some other writers. We have T.C. DeWitt, who has 71 acting and writing credits, mostly for shorts. He also has 30 episodes of a show called Doll City, which is listed as a TV series on IMDb, but when I looked at pictures, it literally looks like a kid's YouTube channel with Barbie dolls posed in weird
okay.
positions.
This was the writer.
Yes.
Makes sense.
But he also wrote the fan film Friday the 13th Vengeance. Yeah, this is considered the most successful F-13 fan film Kickstarter ever. That's fairly recent too.
That's pretty cool.
It's playing across the Southeast, guys.
Oh, I mean, it looks for a fan film, whatever. It looks like it's pretty decently
There's
produced.
a lot of things.
I will never understand why you would want to put that much time and effort into a fan film that you.
Well, that's basically what this guy does.
Fan film stuff. It's big now.
So looking him up,
I
he
guess.
also has a podcast called The Studio Demands It, in which they basically rewrite films on the podcast.
That's a cool
Like change the
idea.
storyline and everything. So you might want to check that out.
I think
Like
It's,
how
uh,
it should have
I mean,
ended.
yeah, I guess, except for I saw this movie and now I don't want to.
We'll get into that.
spoilers.
But this podcast is kind of the same thing. Two screenwriters attempt to recreate, reimagine, or flat out fix existing film franchises when the studio demands. Interesting concept. I didn't listen to any of it. I don't know, but you may want to check it out. We have
Easy, barely an inconvenience.
Blair Hoyle, who also helped write. He's the Max character as well, I believe. So he's the co-writer for The Beckoning, Night Whispers, and this movie. But he also co-wrote this one, Green Grimwood from 2018.
Nice.
It's kind of a cool little,
That looks cool.
simplistic but cool cover.
Yeah.
When people in their hometown begin dying on the anniversary of an accused witch execution, a depressed journalist and his teenage sister set out to uncover the truth behind a local legend. So, I mean, it looks all right.
Sounds like
interesting.
Jacko, doesn't it?
Kinda. Where's my other one?
What was that?
Dude, they were playing
poster?
Jacko, and we missed it, Chris.
Is everything
Restored. Restored, no less.
Here we go.
Restored.
Yeah, they restored it.
Would have loved to seen that toaster scene restored. All the pixels that were restored.
From that 16 millimeter negative.
And then this one, I think, is a little bit more recent. That's a cool cover. It's called 13 Slays Till Christmas or Xmas.
Whoa, that's cool.
That's a cool cover.
So he wrote one segment. This is another anthology series movie. On December 24th, 5 seemingly random men are invited to a dive bar by mysterious email. They decide to pass the time in resurrecting the old tradition of telling scary stories on Christmas Eve.
We should
That's
do
a
an
tradition.
anthology, Chris. It'll be fun.
What'd you say?
We should do an anthology.
I know. I wanted to for a long time.
You'll like produce it, and people send you stuff to be in it.
Yeah, it's hard to do though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Everything's hard to do.
No.
So hard.
Happening.
So hard.
It's a Christmas
cinematographer
tree.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. I think the only thing is happening for Aaron.
Yeah.
It must
It's
be
that
that.
chicken wing.
That fried chicken.
That's all I got for this week's History Hole. Eat more chicken.
Nice job,
All
Aaron.
right, Aaron. Thank you. That was great. I cannot wait for the 2023 History Hole return because it'll be 2 weeks without that. And what will we do? So enjoy it while you had it, I guess. But time to move on into the rabbit hole. So here we go.
It's time for the rabbit hole. Grab your rope and your galoshes and prepare to dive deep into your host's wealth of knowledge with more connections than a LinkedIn recruiter or a Wikipedia editor on a 5-day net bender. Here's your host, Lindsay Washburn.
All right,
Okay, Lindsay, you're good to go.
Here's our movie.
A movie.
I was a little disappointed because this cover promised some things that were not delivered on.
There were no
No.
gingerbread men.
Oh, or Christmas trees. Maybe there was, I don't know.
Or the Weredeer doesn't like make any type of face. So
That's cool looking.
There's no snow.
That's a
No
badass
snow.
mask, though.
oh man. There's also Curse of the Weredeer
Whoa.
Oh.
Look at that.
that came out that supposedly is scheduled to come out this year, and it's
That's a much better, artwork.
Yeah.
They're going to be at one of those festivals
Cool.
Spiv's going
I want that
to.
on my shirt right there.
right. No, it's a cool design. I
That is
dig
cool.
it.
Yeah.
I dig it. One of the people starring in it, I don't know if he has any like behind the scenes involvement, but one person that's in it is Uncle Lloyd Kaufman.
Shocker.
Mm.
But it says on IMDb that this thing is still in post-production, expected 2022. And I'm like, TikTok, what's...
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You know?
Like a week.
Because, I mean, usually they'd have, like, at least a release date if it's within a week or two of coming out. But so I don't know if this is going to come out this year or when or ever. But it's about a bunch of guys that go out, like, deer hunting together. And that's how the Weredeer comes about.
Like the beginning of this film?
Yes, it's like that, but for the whole film. Probably.
Oh. Oh, no.
Dude, Nutcracker Massacre looks badass.
Nutcracker Massacre.
At least the cover artwork is badass.
It sounds interesting. But I wanted to focus the rabbit hole today, and I'm hoping I'm not stepping on Rebecca's toes, because I'm not talking about a lot of deer facts, but just a couple.
Deer facts.
Because we come into contact with them quite a bit, and in the most ridiculous ways. Deer are dangerous. I'm sure you guys have a lot of deer out there in Pennsylvania.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
We have I have some that like walk past my house on a regular basis. They're all
Drive
over
past
the place.
some every night.
Yeah.
Yep. Speaking of the startling deer collision stats, in West Virginia, 1 in 37 vehicles, like statistically, hits a deer.
Jesus.
Has hit a deer. It's crazy how many deer are hit just in West Virginia, and the damage they can do to your car is like, it's several thousands of dollars.
Why do I feel like this is leading to a Geico commercial?
But Iowans have a 1 in 69 chance of being involved in a deer vehicle collision during the study that they had.
Oh dear.
The thing with 69 though, Rebecca, is that it's it's oral.
The best I could do.
It's not like a 59, I'll just say that.
And of course, the Iowa DOT has provided some great tips.
We beat you. We're 1 in 52 here.
Oh,
woohoo.
Congrats.
No, that's a terrible thing to be proud of.
All right. Oh, man.
Firmly.
And then also, a lot of people think that deer are pets, and they are not.
No.
Like this lady in Colorado, she was issued 2 citations for keeping and feeding a wild animal that she raised from a fawn.
Oh,
she would keep it in her house, and then she moved it into her garage, and then she kept it on her property. And it attacked one of her neighbors while her neighbor was out walking their dog. And it like followed her and was like trying to attack her as she was trying to get in her garage. She was fine, just bumps and bruises. But I figured it would be a bigger fee than just $1,000 for.
I guess
for
because
that
it's
kind
not
of-
like an exotic animal.
tax.
Well, I'm sure there's some kind of lawsuit from the neighbor as well that came through on that. I'd sue if my neighbor's pet wild deer tried to kick my ass.
Yeah.
Another thing is they're dangerous when they're dead. This hunter impaled himself. He was trying to pull a pretty heavy deer carcass that he was out hunting, like off a ridge with his like Forerunner off-road vehicle, and it tipped backwards, and the antlers pierced him, causing him injuries.
What a dumbass.
He was fine. I'm not going to share any stories where anyone gets like gravely injured or dies.
Is his name Early?
Early Hagee?
Yeah.
Hagee.
Yeah.
Early.
Crazy. I think this was in
He's never late.
I think this was in Indiana.
That's his brother. Wouldn't it be funny if he had a twin brother named Late?
That'd be great.
And the last thing is tourists and people think, oh, deer are cute. I saw Bambi one time. I want to go pet it.
They are cute from a distance.
They're very cute.
They're very dumb, and the bucks are super aggressive. So
yes, exactly. Stay away from them. I mean, look at the look this deer has given this woman.
They will bite the shit out of you.
They will, but that's it. So
That's great.
My dad, when he was like,
so good.
I don't know, maybe 10, almost got rushed by a buck. There was one crossing the road. They were up at the mountains, and my dad had a stick, and he had his arms up over the stick.
Oh no!
And he was just like looking at the deer, like, "Oh my gosh, look at this!" And like my grandfather came running because it was ready to go at him.
Well, you see like pictures and videos of people in like Estes Park or even Yellowstone just approaching wild animals. It's like
bears.
They will kill you.
Buffalo. There was just a lady that got destroyed by a buffalo.
That's awful.
They're huge.
And the reason I talked about that stuff, because this lady's like, "Oh dear, come, let me feed you from my hand." It's like, don't do that.
No,
don't do that. You're just going to get yourself hurt, and it's bad for the deer. Because the deer that the lady was keeping at her home had to be euthanized. It's like you're not helping the animal at all. If you find one, call a wildlife rescue center or something like that.
Should euthanize her.
Leave them be.
Oh. Okay. Time to move on and talk about this movie, which is called Weredeer. So here we go. I'm tired.
You're in slow motion or something.
I'm tired. All right. Where's the bumper? Here it is. Okay, here we go.
For only $2 a month.
Hey everyone, this is Chris. I'm just reminding you in the still of tonight to go to patreon.com/badmovienightshow and sign up. For $2 a month, you get access to the exclusive bonus podcast pre-show, as well as other bonuses. That's patreon.com/badmovienightshow.
Okay, 2022 Christmas movie, Weredeer. Aaron, what did you think of the Weredeer?
Well, it starts off a little bit rough. I had some concerns. Definitely had some concerns. Doesn't
like that
necessarily get a whole lot better. I hate this whole like I gotta be a manly man mentality because deep down I'm afraid of everything. That guy annoyed the fuck out of me. Overall, the movie is obviously super low budget. It's a super low budget, silly genre film. Kind of reminds me of Blood Fart Lake, but in a way a little bit better. I thought the mask of the creature was really cool, even though the kill scenes are stupid. Looking at this for what it is, a super low budget, just cheesy, fun movie. I didn't hate it. Yep.
Didn't hate it.
Lindsay.
Yeah, I had some trouble with this movie. I mean, I wasn't bored. I mean, it was only an hour and 9 minutes. It doesn't give you a lot of time to be bored.
Aaron, can you take it off?
This has happened the second fucking time.
Aaron, put it back on. Put it back on first.
Poor Aaron.
I'm hot.
Put it back on and then take it off again. Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
I'm
Lindsay.
getting
You're
sweaty.
fine. No, it's okay.
There was no
It's okay.
zipper this time.
True.
I'm sorry. That's the second time I've done that to you.
No, it's okay. Don't feel bad.
I promise to do it to somebody else.
You
next
weren't doing it on purpose. Okay.
No.
Yes, he was.
I was not. I was not.
So yeah, the movie's only an hour and 9 minutes, which I thanked God for today. Because I'm like, fuck, I have to watch this movie. I'm like, yes, it's only an hour. I had some problems. I mean, there were some funny parts. I only found 1 or 2 characters particularly funny. The gore was not that impressive. While the mask was, it looked like a goblin mask that they painted to look like a deer and then stuck little antlers through.
Yeah.
It looked cool, but it didn't look cool for this movie and the creature that it was supposed to be. Because you look at that cover and I mean, this looks like someone that should be like in a fantasy movie.
Yeah, it looks like your friendly
Labyrinth.
neighborhood.
Legend.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Because she doesn't snarl, she doesn't make scary faces.
But she does this.
Which I mean, that's kind of how a deer goes
Whoa.
after you.
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
And And there's some other yeah, it was just a little ridiculous, ridiculous. And I mean, I'll get into it more as we talk, the stuff that I didn't like, but it just, with horror comedies, you really need to hit those gore effects well. In my opinion,
don't show
in
them
horror
at
comedy.
all.
Yeah.
Is this a comedy?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's supposed to be a comedy.
Is it?
They tried. This one?
Yeah, it's horror comedy. It's like Blood Fart Lake. It's in the very
disagree.
same vein.
I do not think so. But
You don't think so?
I mean, you don't have the lady that talks like this in this one.
There's like scenes that like, why is this like comforting the mom scene that goes on and it's like very sincere.
Okay.
Like the whole end, like it's like there's not nearly enough parody weirdness for me to think it's.
That's because the Aaron
Well,
character gets
I don't
killed
think
off.
it's. I mean, I don't think it's straight
That
up
bastard
parody.
saves the day.
It's just it's got jokes in it. It's got funny
Sure,
characters. It's got things like that.
The whole
got the one
concept's
dude.
silly.
What's the big guy's name?
Billy Kyle.
Aaron.
It's Bobby.
He was
Bobby or
Bobby. Bobby.
Titles.
Bobby was the comedy, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
but there just wasn't enough to make me like this or keep me entertained. I wasn't bored, but I was just like, okay, I got 20 minutes left. Okay, I got 10 minutes left. I just wanted it to end.
It's a short that has been stretched way too long.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rebecca.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Even though it was only an hour and 9 minutes, there were still scenes that felt like they went on forever.
Yeah.
Like that, the opening scene, I didn't.
Oh, with the hunters?
Yes, I
That went
didn't
on way too long.
understand. It just was like it was trying to be silly.
That's
with,
absurdist, you know.
like the little figurines and the using the slingshot and stuff, but it just didn't really make any sense.
It's a satin hat, Rebecca.
98% satin.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it wasn't terrible. It was watchable for the hour and 9 minutes, but I'm glad it wasn't longer than that.
It's flat,
Very flat.
including the coloring.
AJ.
No, I didn't like this one. I thought it was dumb. I did. And I say that in the nicest way possible.
Yeah.
I don't know, I watched this thing and those scenes went on forever, these dialogue scenes that just went on, and sometimes they felt like they were just made up along the way, and sometimes
Yeah,
they
there
didn't.
was
improv.
an improv.
Yeah, but
Improv, yeah.
the majority of the movie is that before we even get to any kind of interest with the deer werewolf setup. I just I don't know. We talking about this didn't feel like there was any passion in it. I just didn't.
I think they had a lot of fun making it, but
Yeah, I'm sure they did. I
other
just
than that, it was-
Honestly,
it
it felt
needs
felt like something we would make for fun in a weekend or something like that, but stretched out to.
I don't know.
To
Oh, fucking, how
I think it was
dare you.
bad.
How fucking dare you.
Like,
We've
you don't-
done that.
It's bad,
Work
but
sucks.
in the wrong. It's
We
bad
made
in the
it
wrong
tonight.
ways, right?
This what feels like something like Work Sucks, but they made it a full movie without actually expanding upon the idea.
I wouldn't even watch this with me, you, and Mark, Chris, on our
Wait,
show.
you compare Work Sucks to this?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
okay.
No. I'm just saying, it's that was made with no budget. We made it in a night.
It was made with no budget, but it was made with effort.
You had a fat guy who can't act like me.
Thought,
we
but
got the
and
same
editing
thing.
and just trying.
I know.
This feels like they just showed up in the woods with
Dude,
two people sometimes, and it's let's
feels
just
like-
make something up.
Make something up with no audio. Just put the
I don't think there
fucking
was much of a
microphone on the
script.
camera.
I'm just saying it's in that wheelhouse of ultra low budget.
yeah.
Not
It's
commenting on the talent
$3,000.
of
It's
those involved.
$3,000 less than Transient.
Well, now my views
It sounds
completely
terrible.
changed. How is that even possible?
I don't know what they spent.
you know,
some
they had to
people
rent
try.
the house.
They had to rent that
And that
truck.
included a $500 mask.
They
You
bought
had
the
to buy
truck,
all
yeah.
that beer for everybody.
Mhm.
Money's going somewhere.
And chicken.
Spiv, what'd you think?
Got some chicken.
From the trailer, I was expecting another blood fart lake, which was absolutely terrible. And what we got was not as bad. So I was kind of okay with this movie. It was
AJ.
an hour long.
What is going on?
AJ, thank you. Finally, me and AJ are on board.
No, I liked the character here. Aaron is. His shirt was funny. He was funny throughout.
Yeah,
the
he
movie.
was.
He was the funniest
easily the best
thing
part.
in
And he
the
seemed like he
movie.
was pretty prepared in his
Yeah.
scenes.
He
too.
was
he was good.
devoted. Yeah. Yeah, I mean the story was what it was.
Damn right.
I mean, I don't know how you could make it better.
I'll
I
say
could tell
later.
you a couple.
And when she transforms and gets those
You
giant
can listen to the
hooves,
writer's
it was
podcast where he says
hilarious,
how he can
man.
make it better.
Right. No, but I guess my expectations were so low that it was
Nice burn. You need some burn cream for that shit.
I'm surprised I'm the only one who.
We're gonna
kinda
get
liked
hate mail
this.
for that one, Chris.
Might be.
Do you use Icy Hot in a 59?
Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth on this because it's like it feels to me like a really, 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 really low effort piece of crap.
Yeah.
Or is it ineptitude? And I don't know. And if it's ineptitude, that's one thing, and I'll forgive them because they at least tried and they pulled through.
Was everybody doing low effort though?
But
I think like some of the people acting were trying their best.
I'm
They
not
just
talking
aren't
about the
actors.
actors. It's never the actors
was
generally
that?
who give the low
Wasn't
effort.
on
It's
mine.
the film.
That's our dog.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, the actors. It's
a
this is
banshee or
shitty.
something.
It's shitty when you have like real low effort filmmaking, but you have actors who are trying.
Yeah, they're like showing up.
totally robbing
Serious
them
about
of
Yeah.
everything they're trying
But is
to
it,
do.
Right.
is it low effort or is it ineptitude? I think
feel
that's the thing you
I
have to figure
think
out.
I think it's both
Yeah.
at points. Well,
Yeah.
like okay, we talk about it. The cold open is like really long.
The
It's
opening was
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah.
It's just
It goes
improv
on
bullshit that goes on
for no
and
point.
on to pad the fucking movie.
they had a couple good lines in there.
They did.
But
They
they
did.
didn't. They didn't
Trim it
edit.
down.
Yeah, trim it.
Right.
You had
Can we
some
also
good
talk
stuff
about
in there.
why is the movie so flat? Like modest.
just-
Flat AJ because they shot it on a
They filmed
DSLR
it in
and
the
did no
woods.
post color
post,
because
yeah.
Why wouldn't they do that?
because they shot it on a DSLR. It's not in RAW. They can't really do too much. They don't know how to either, or they don't
but
care.
even
I don't
They
know.
don't have time to.
Like,
or want
simple,
to,
like-
or
Contrast and brightness tweaking or
Yeah.
something to get it to not
Yeah.
look completely flat.
To get the shots to match at least.
No, well,
Yeah.
that would help too. Do
Well,
something.
this is.
Yeah.
I don't want to jump into this too early until we get around everyone's opinions. We're still on your opinion, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're basically just like no saturation.
Turns into the show. Well, it's
I-
interesting
it's
because this is it. This is the thing I want to question because they do that for the beginning of the movie, and then when they go indoors, the house they actually light them, and it's okay
Yeah.
for a portion.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna make any dynamics for the first half of the movie, and then all of a sudden it just changes. Like someone shows up to light the movie.
There are moments where, like, yeah, they put
I
some
think it's
lighting
the
into it.
indoor-outdoor thing.
The greatest shots were the
Yeah,
ones they
outdoor and
purchased
the-
of the
But it's
deer.
it's not
Jeez.
flat anymore, right? When they get
Stock-
inside.
stock-
Stock footage.
No, see that's okay. That's one of the things. Okay, the stock. Where is it? Stock footage. Look at this. They purchased stock footage, which I get. You don't have actual footage of a deer. That's really fucking hard to get. But the stock footage that they purchase is like not long enough, or they
Yeah.
slow it down so it's framey and it looks awful.
Yeah, it looks weird. Yeah.
and it's also a
I'm like,
completely
you have,
different forest.
I would almost rather
Yeah.
just see
Yeah.
someone in a deer costume at that point. You know,
Oh,
like,
that would have made it fun. That would have
I
made it
do
fun.
when, when it bites
a
you.
stuffed deer head that someone's maneuvering
why
That's
not?
around.
they did use a stuffed deer head when they had it in the one
Yeah.
shot. The bite
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
the CG deer head. That was
or
really
it was actually just like
I
a
have
single
that.
layer in
I'll get that.
Photoshop, I believe.
Yes.
I have
I'm
it.
pretty
I'll
sure
find
it was just a TIFF file, like
Oh my
moving
God.
across screen.
But-
oh my god.
So my problem with this movie is, you have movies like The Velocipaster and Thanksgiving, which are meant to be bad movies, but they're made by competent filmmakers.
Yeah. And there's
And
passion
so-
in it.
There's passion, and everything they do is intentional. It's silly, and it's again meant to be bad, but you can see like, oh, they actually know what they're doing. And in this, I don't know if that's the case. To me, I can't tell if it's just they're trying to be bad, or they're just bad, or maybe it's both. But it feels so much more low effort than both of those movies I mentioned, in a way that I find frustrating and annoying.
Yeah. to me, it feels like a bunch of people that are friends got together at the cabin for the weekend, and they decided to make a movie, and just like that's what came out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and some scenes they just shot as whatever because it's,
and that's
It
actually looks better than I recall.
Well, it happens so fast you
Yeah,
can't
it
even
goes
really
fast.
tell.
Yeah, and that could be the case, AJ. And if that's the case, then they shouldn't give a shit about anything we say about it, how we crap on it, or I crap on it, I guess.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
I
then
definitely got
what
the
do you
impression that
expect?
it was a bunch of friends went out.
Yeah.
Blood
they
Fart Lake
already
was
owned the
actually
cabin.
funny to me. Like there was actual humor in
Blood Fart
it.
Lake was so
Yeah.
bad.
It was so much funnier than this.
I don't know if I like that better than this. I don't like either very much, but I don't want to just shit all over it either because I do think these are people that are at least having fun and working together as friends to make
the thing
something.
with Blood Fart Lake too is
They're
it's just
making
like
something. It's better than somebody sitting around just consuming and not producing anything.
Yeah, I don't know because
Really?
I feel like they didn't put any effort into it. There's something here. A Weredeer. It's a cool,
It's a
fun
great
idea.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
cool,
concept's
but
cool.
man, they did not do it justice at all.
They
Well,
didn't do
no.
it justice.
We didn't get to see any of the Bigfoot traps.
No.
I was waiting for
They had
this.
like a live trap, and that was
Like
Yeah.
that
a
the
live
whole
trap.
way, they handle like the Weredeer was just like as low effort as you can make it.
Low effort is possible.
As
Okay,
possible.
Everything
I
is
have
low
That's
some
effort.
possible.
questions.
That's what we're
This-
talking about. You know,
This movie left me confused on a few points.
Okay.
The first thing is,
He hit back.
he backed out.
oh
again.
my gosh.
Let's go.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. The first thing is, where are they supposed to be located at?
Fucking mouse.
I know it's the South.
South Carolina.
It's South
Yeah.
Carolina. Is where
Is
I
it
was
South
Alabama.
Carolina?
I thought it
But
was
I don't
Alabama.
think they ever said
I think they say
where in
Alabama.
the South.
Do they? Because they said I knew they were coming from Chicago, so I was like, are they close to
Yeah.
Chicago?
I
then?
thought they said Alabama. But I could be wrong.
Okay.
It doesn't
Because it-
really matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
No.
But you
Well,
can
it
tell
might
that
matter
this
to her.
was shot like in the summer.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is
I mean,
not
I know
Christmas, yeah.
I know not all the trees die down there. I know, it's
No,
still,
but it still gets
stays kind of-
colder.
Still
yeah,
deciduous,
exactly.
so yeah.
But you could tell it's summer when they're shooting it. The other thing, I was very, very confused about the family because they come in
Yeah.
and they say hi, and then they talk about his parents being dead, but I thought they were his parents, but no, it's his aunt and uncle. And then
Yeah.
I don't know who are the other people all cousins or
Cousins,
are
I
they
think.
all
Yep.
brothers
No.
and sisters?
The
I think
lesbians.
I think it's just like I don't know. I've been to West Virginia.
They're,
Are they
they're actually
sister
all
cousins?
they're all siblings and lovers. Okay,
I spent a lot of time in West Virginia, and it's just
all
kind of like
siblings,
you don't know.
all
There's a lot of
lovers,
people in this
all
house.
cousins.
Or,
Yeah,
yeah, they're related
And then
somehow.
I think it's actually that it's his three cousins.
You don't even
and
have
then
to go
his
that
one
far.
cousin's girlfriend.
Yes, that I got that they were in
Yeah.
a relationship. And then were they supposed to be in high school?
Yeah, because they're
No.
graduating soon.
They're
Wait, the
graduating
lesbians?
heading
Yeah.
to-
Oh yeah, the
Graduated.
lesbians. Yes.
Yeah.
They don't look like they look like they're at least 30. I don't know.
yeah, probably.
Well, they probably are.
Yeah.
It's TV high school.
Then why
Okay.
make them teenage? Then why make them high
Are these?
schoolers?
No, I got a question for you. Are these? Is this family like an actual real life family, or are these like actors?
These are
They're
friends.
actors.
They're all-
Yeah.
You think they are
It's
actors?
the
Really?
friend group.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
friend
I
group.
don't think the
They call
aunt and
themselves
uncle are
slash
old enough to
something or other.
actually be an aunt and uncle of those
No.
people.
No, I mean, yeah, they're on like the perspective.
Maybe older brother or something like that, and sister, or yeah.
The fact that you compared Work Sucks to this is so goddamn insulting to me. You have no idea.
Yeah,
I
right.
guarantee I spent so much more time editing that
I know you
short
did.
film
Chris, I didn't
than
mean it that way.
they did in this.
I'm very
He's really never gonna let that go.
Oh,
man.
I'm very
God.
He
self-deprecating.
wasn't talking
so,
about
like,
quality. He was talking
No.
about
Yeah,
low budget shorts.
Yes.
as in like
No.
not having a lot
Yes.
of money out of it.
Not a
right,
lot
we
of
had no
resources.
money
There
to
wasn't
do that. We
comparison.
threw it together. Most of it is a lot of it's improv. Like
A lot of it wasn't. We had some improv for sure, but there was scenes that go on in this movie where it's like one or two camera angles that are like 5 to 10 minutes of this nonsense that
That's what-
adds nothing to a
what I'm
story,
saying.
and it's not even funny.
But it's like if we took Work Sucks, we just stretched it out without actually writing anything. That's what
Sure,
it feels
stretched
like.
it
That's-
out and-
I guess that's what I was
yeah.
trying to say. It's like we
Padded
took
it.
that quality, albeit decent quality of filming a short on no budget, but then decided to make it a full length movie without taking the time to actually write the story.
Yeah,
So it just feels
take
like you're
the best
stretching-
parts of this movie and shrink it down.
Right,
Take
you
out
cut it
all
down
of
to a
that
short.
fluff and it's
It might be-
actually going to be somewhat
Watchable.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rebecca. Sorry to mean
The
to
thing
cut
of
you
this,
off.
though, is there is absolutely nothing in this storyline that is interesting or unique or original except for the Weredeer itself. And then they bother to do nothing interesting with that fact.
Yeah, like
They make attempts, but they just don't follow through because they have the neighbor character and there's like some unrequited love there with the kid who comes back,
but
but
that's
he's got a
tropey as fuck,
girlfriend.
right? Yeah.
It's very tropey.
But it's reality.
True.
But it's something. It's
Right.
something. Yeah, the kills in this just kind of sucked.
well, that's what I mean. Like, what is
What
there to
didn't-
love about this?
What didn't suck? What did they try on?
I hated
that mask was awesome.
I
though.
hated what
Immortal
they had.
Mask really tried to make a cool mask, and they succeeded.
I hated what they had her wearing through this whole thing. That big fucking white sweater that
And they
never,
never
got
get
a
it.
drop of blood on it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
like-
drench her in blood. Make her look like something that's gonna attack
Yeah, she's
human.
killed multiple people. She doesn't
guarantee
care.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
They
had, like,
probably thought,
four
"Oh, this would be
versions of it.
funny if we don't have fake blood on there." Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, but that's not funny.
I mean, maybe they're going for that. Yes, deer are cute, but they'll fucking kill you. But this is a horror movie. Make it at least semi cool looking.
there was one scary thing about this movie, and that was the kitchen. Oh my god, look at that fucking kitchen! I would do myself in on that kitchen.
I've been in
That
kitchens
That
like
looks
that.
like one of my grandparents' old
That's like
kitchens.
classic
It is.
60s
that's a
kitchen.
pretty
Yeah, it's a
bad home right
60s
there.
60s
Oh,
kitchen.
yeah.
I don't know what you guys were expecting from the trailer. 'Cause
I don't know. I would have
got
like.
exactly what the trailer
I would have
said.
liked
Well,
something good.
That's
in this.
I mentioned
Good
Velocipaster and
Right.
Thanksgiving are bad movies intentionally, but are extremely entertaining and funny and decently made.
So how would you make this better? What would you do differently?
I think you got to go one way or the other. Like, is this going to be like a comedy that is going to hit, or is it just going to be a pile of garbage?
Comedy is actually, I think, a lot harder to write than horror in a lot of
Yeah,
ways.
much
Yeah,
harder.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if it's.
Well-
I don't know. I think a lot of comedy. I think both of those things can be shaped.
There's actually a lot of similarities between the two.
Yeah,
but
There really
it
is.
depends on what people's ideas of
Right.
comedy are, which is
All
also,
that too.
I think
Very
I think the comedy. Talk about Blood Fart Lake. It is non-stop. Every other line.
Yeah,
is
but there's a
funny.
lot of hits
Yeah, but it
and there's a
wasn't
lot of
funny.
misses.
It's like a
That's
Naked
how-
Gun movie.
But that's how comedy works.
That's a
most of the
shock
time.
and low with bird shot of comedy. It's just
That's a lot of how comedy works because you
One
know
hit.
not everything's going to hit, so you're going to keep going rapid fire until something hits for someone. And for me, Blood Fart Lake, sure, half of it didn't work, but there was definitely moments where I was like, that was
There was
fucking
some funny stuff. That one
Yeah,
character
sure.
that comes to, that like gave them rides.
felt
or
like they were
whatever, He
trying,
was hilarious.
right?
That
Yes.
peed in the gas tank and stuff.
Yeah, he was
Yeah, that
great.
was
He was a great
hilarious.
actor. He was
You could
funny
tell they
guy.
were trying.
And this, I just never got
It
anything.
wasn't.
You had, except for Billy Ray or whatever the fuck his name was, he was
Bobby
kind of
Earl.
funny.
Yeah, he
right
was
here.
good.
Wow.
He was.
He felt
really
like he
funny.
was. He
I'm gonna
showed up.
play the clip again.
Max, time to chop firewood, bitch.
Yeah. Do
He
you have
was
the
just
shotgun
great.
one? The shotgun one was pretty funny.
Max.
I have his butt crack.
Hey.
What?
Oh my god! Whoa!
Is it a
Good
bit
hands.
Is it butt-
Good hands.
I had
Another
that little
dimension.
effect. there. See, I added
dimension.
some humor to the movie.
He hands above everyone else in that movie. He was the best thing in that movie.
Easily. But Lindsay, I was saying when you were talking, like that moment, like where the cousins or the aunt's husband dies or whatever.
Uh-huh.
There's a scene where the woman comes back in and comforts her and tells her husband's dead,
And, the
and it's
tone
all
of
like
the-
it's
yeah,
sincere.
The
like,
tone
it's no
of
joke.
that is
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
off kilter with the rest
Yeah.
of the movie.
So what is going on then in this movie? Like,
Maybe that guy actually died, and that was
The,
like,
the
what is going
end
on?
near the end where the woman's like confesses her love to our main character.
Mm-hmm.
There was no joke there. What was that? Like it was tropey.
I think that's the joke.
That's not a joke.
I've always loved you. Get murdered.
See, Thanksgiving played with tropes. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, I want to see the script.
And that the weredeer really bothered me.
3 writers.
It didn't even make noise.
I know. I really wanted it to make some weird deer noises.
They like and stuff.
They're like they like gag at you and stuff. They make the weirdest noises. They're awful.
Sounds like a Saturday night at Spiv's house. This is
look at that
dumb.
That whole scene.
Yeah, and what? I couldn't see the girl in the
Look at that.
She's in a running vehicle. Just fucking drive.
Look at this.
Fucking drive, bitch.
This guy's not. The other guy's not even shot in the same location. Like none of them are. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Why is it so milky?
But why does the deer kill them and not eat them or do anything? But when she is alone with him after her first round,
like she's not changing them into weredeer, which
right. So what is she getting out of it? She's not a vampire.
Yeah.
But at one point, she's like on top of him and says,
Well,
like, "Oh,
okay,
I'm so
yeah,
thirsty."
I have that clip. Let me play that clip. Aaron.
That's super confusing.
This is what we get.
So fucking hungry.
Yeah.
This is new.
Also, this guy's uncle just got his throat ripped out, and he knows about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, let's go, baby."
Okay, Lindsay, you don't know what it's like to be a man, for one. But 2, neither does he apparently, because his girlfriend making out with him is somehow new to him.
New.
Yeah.
Maybe
They're not doing anything.
Shut up,
weird.
Chris.
No comment. She says she's hungry. What does that mean?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is she eating the corpses? The killing and eating?
They don't
no.
show her do that.
So why does she kill?
Because she's
just angry. She's got rage.
They did nothing with
rage.
deers. They did nothing with deers.
No.
They did nothing with Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they tried to make some kind of rule at the end. They're like, okay, since silver bullets kill werewolves, then Christmas stuff should kill a weredeer.
I so wanted her
I'm
to
like,
get
it's
stabbed
not.
with
It's
candy
not
canes.
a fucking reindeer. It's a deer.
No.
You don't have reindeer in South Carolina?
We don't even have them here in Iowa.
I know, no
It's
shit.
so
Unless maybe like they're imported
It's like,
from Norway.
Smashed head. When I watched it in the film, I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
what is that?
It's an eyeball.
I still don't know.
It's
I
an
still
eyeball.
can't. But what's this coming out?
That's her skull's bashed open, and that's an
I
eyeball.
think.
Yeah,
All right, it's
like it's
confusing
peeled
looking.
open,
but it's not bad.
and there's
It is
the
an
eyeball.
attempt.
That's how
It's not
bones
bad.
work.
I don't.
That's pretty hard to do.
It looks like she's got a sconce sticking out of her head or something.
Well, they didn't want to actually hurt the mask that cost $450.
Right.
Probably.
They got to make Weredeer 2, Revenge of the Weredeer.
And also,
Even
when they
more
die,
low
they
effort. Next
revert back
weekend,
to
they're making
human
that.
form. That's how a were animal works. When you die, you revert back to, to
That's true.
human
Yeah,
form.
she should have just been the girl again.
That's great.
I just.
Stop it.
It's like I hate pooping on someone's
know.
film. I really do. Because it's like I don't want to discourage anyone from make movies, have fun with your friends. But it's like the concept alone is what sold this movie. It's what sold us on this movie.
I would poop on
You know?
anyone who puts no effort into something because they're just trying.
This is
I don't
free
know,
on
they're
Tubi.
They're just. It's not. Yes, it's free on Tubi, but still, I don't know. It just feels exploitative in a way where it's like the poster's the only thing that matters. The title,
Yeah.
Buddy,
the thing,
half the
and then
movies
we
we review over the years, even from the 80s, are like, wow, that cover's awesome. And then you watch it and you're like, it was a mop. The
Go
bad
back
guy
to
was a mop.
last week's episode.
God
Sorority
damn it.
Babes was like 120,000 times more effort.
Yes.
It was a bad
terrible, but it was way
movie,
better
but
than
I'd
was
rather
so
watch
much more
that
effort.
than this.
Agreed.
This thing
Yeah.
is shorter.
I just
Really?
want effort. It's all I want, right? That's all I want. It's just some effort. I don't know. I
So
feel
much
like it
to
was
ask
not.
for.
But do you think like lighting would have helped this, or color correction really would have
Well,
made this any better?
They lit a little bit
No.
when they were inside. Like
Yeah,
it was
that's a little better.
moments. But
Like when the doors
transformation
open and they're on the
scene and
inside.
but that did even look the transformation scene. It's so
I
fat.
loved it when she had such huge hooves.
Ew, what the fuck, man?
She's like, and then they're like 3 sizes too big.
Is that another fantasy of yours?
Oh, wow. What isn't? That's
My,
the
what
question.
big hands you have, Grandma.
There's Chris's favorite part.
Yeah, I just like
the credits.
I wanted to like this. I wanted it to be like
Me
so
too.
bad.
Trying to figure
that I
out
liked
how
it,
many people
you know?
were involved in this movie, and
He
it's-
thanks Joe Bob Briggs, so I'm wondering if there was any
look at all the people involved in
know.
this movie.
I don't
Ah,
know.
it's
Read
like
the
20.
names, though. I don't
There's a lot of
think they're
repeats.
real. Yeah.
He had like 6.
Chris,
had like
you gotta stop
6.
comparing yourself to others.
Or comparing others to yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's-
all right.
Sure.
I only do that insofar as we put tons of effort in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like these people put the effort in?
No, we said
No.
that. Yeah.
I think
Okay,
I
we
also-
so you agree
I
with
also
that.
think-
Okay.
Yeah,
Chris,
no.
I also think you have something special. You have talent
No,
and
I don't want to talk about
dedication
that.
and-
We're not talking about that.
No, I really think
We're talking about effort.
Fantastically smart older brother.
Did you say testically smart?
You wish.
What did you say? Fantastically smart. You were not his brother, Spiv.
I think there's something to the concept. It's a fun idea.
Mhm.
Just didn't hit.
Didn't hit. For you.
But hit for you, Spiff. You like this more than Bloodfart.
I like this a lot more than Bloodfart. I didn't think
That's
Bloodfart
so
was
wild.
funny at all.
That is
so,
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think
Bloodfart was also
either,
like,
but
way too long.
And
it
I
had
think
that
I like
lady
this
with
more
the
than
20s
Bloodfart. too.
accent. Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
I didn't like Bloodfart at all.
I didn't like Bloodfart.
Didn't
But-
hit me.
There was an attempt in Bloodfart. That's the
There was
thing I
an
can
attempt.
appreciate. I appreciate that versus
Yep,
no
yep.
attempt.
All right. We're done
Done,
forever.
Chris.
This is the
Done.
last episode ever.
Said every week we're
Every
back
week.
here, back here regardless.
Any last comments about the Weredeer?
Just that they were drinking Natty Light and fucking eating
South
Little
Carolina.
Caesars.
Natty Light
It
and
was-
pizza for
It was
Christmas.
a great choice for
Oh, what did I
Fucking Little
see?
Caesars.
The eggnog
Little
beer?
Caesars ain't that bad in a pinch.
Oh yeah, eggnog beer.
Little
I saw,
Caesars.
I saw a guy the other day.
It's like
pull
$5,
up-
man.
Mhm.
He
Hot and
walked out of
ready.
the Little Caesars.
Oh, it's hot and ready.
He walked out of the Little Caesars and he took these pizzas over to his like brand new Audi R8. And it's like,
It's not terrible pizza. I mean,
what
you look
is
at
terrible pizza? Lindsay?
exactly.
Those are terrible life
I'd
decisions.
rather have it
That's
than
what
like
that is.
a frozen pizza, though.
Terrible
But
life
it's just
decision.
it's comparable to places like Domino's, Papa John's pizza.
Right,
If
Yeah,
you're
it's terrible
getting
pizza.
if you're ordering pizza from somewhere, it's not like that. A chain restaurant, it's not going to be that awesome. But
If you ever think
Little
maybe he
Caesars holds its own among them.
Spiff,
he
was it
can
Why?
afford that
convertible?
Audi
Wait,
because they
Spiff,
drive
Spiff,
buy
Spiff,
$55
Spiff,
pizzas?
let me ask you this.
It's fine.
Spiff, was it a convertible or not?
It had like the gull wing door and everything, man.
Was it convertible or not?
It's not
Oh, he's probably buying it for his
Okay.
employees then.
If it wasn't convertible, then he's a reasonable human being. If he bought an Audi R8, that's convertible.
Can you get a convertible?
I think
Yes.
so.
Man, Audi art.
Was it an RS6 Avant?
I don't,
Not that I want
it
one of
was
those or anything.
Fancy, man. I don't know what
You
it
were
was.
jealous, is what you're saying.
He had money.
Of
You
the
didn't.
sweet
I
Audi.
was like,
And Spiff
why
is
would
two
you
from the
waste
top.
your money in buying Little Caesars?
Well, we can't
Because
all
he bought an
afford
Audi. That's
30
why.
That's all he can
multiple
afford.
couches.
He's broke. He's broke. He bought an Audi.
It's true.
Yeah,
So you gotta
Spiv,
save the
anyways.
couch money for pizza.
Let's look at the credits, the intro credits. Because I have this
Yeah,
clip,
okay.
the audio.
I
This
really,
just shot. Go
I,
ahead.
was
I
that,
really,
though? What
I
was
really
it?
liked the opening. It's just like old family
home
films,
movies.
old home movies.
Okay.
I like that, but it had nothing to do with the rest
Nothing.
of
Yeah,
the
there was
movie.
no connection.
They should have
to
shot the whole
movie.
film that way.
Yeah.
Ooh, an eight-
That would've been way
Style?
more
Some
interesting.
style? Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Run it through
That
a
would've been
filter.
cool.
make
I
it
will
look like
admit, I
something.
fast forward through that whole section.
It was like 3
The
minutes
stock
long.
music was a
It was
little rough.
long.
And their music
long. It was
during,
filler.
during a lot of the movie was way too loud.
Yes,
Was it-
the
was it
mix is
stock
bad.
music,
I did
though?
turn on subtitles.
It was stock music that wasn't mixed in well.
Was it stuff? I don't know. I
It
feel
a lot
like
of
they
it's
had,
like-
they took a lot. Like there was like Nutcracker stuff and other Christmas songs,
Yeah.
but kind of
That's public
twisted a
domain.
bit. I thought it.
Mhm.
I figured
I'm
they
sure
wrote
it's-
something.
I'm sure you get it on a
yeah,
stock
maybe.
stock website.
Yeah.
Pay $20 a year
Well,
for.
let's
Fiverr.
check out the end credits music. That had to be somebody's song or something. God damn it! You broke the door.
You broke the door.
Yeah, they say in the credits what band that is. I can't remember what it was though.
Found my Alito burrito California tortilla card, and I've been looking for this for years.
The cat just brought it to you?
Merry Christmas, Chris.
It's a Christmas miracle, guys.
Did it just like appear in your lap, or the cat
It was
brought
on
it
the
in?
floor. I don't understand where it came from. Did I shit it out or something? What happened?
This is why you need to
It
change your
finally
pants more
worked its
often.
way through.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I can't wait till we inevitably get somebody who was involved in this movie leave us a mean comment.
It's fine.
We don't mean anything personal. We just
No,
didn't.
Hey,
Didn't like your movie.
don't bring me into this.
I would
guys.
like to see what they would do if they actually had more effort put into it or ability.
If I
I don't know
had-
what the limitation was.
If I had
Yeah.
a weekend in the woods and a little wear a deer mask,
We know what you would do with that.
We know what
mask.
you would do with.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fuck it.
We don't shoot porno, Spiff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
You don't.
See, if I had was the beginning of it, Chris.
All right. Any alternate titles for Weredeer?
The guy in the movie had a bunch of.
Yeah, I was like, did he watch our
Yeah, he did.
podcast and
Oh,
take
where
our horribly like sex-centered
where
alternate titles?
has my little deer gone?
Where's
where,
the deer?
Where could it be?
Where's the beer? Where's
Deer.
the effort? Sean has Hannah and her antlers, the deer shunter, and silver bullshit.
Thank you for
Silver
making some,
bullshit
Sean.
was good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Aaron, would you recommend the Weredeer?
No, I wouldn't. I do like some of the concepts. I wish they would make a better quality version of it.
Lindsay.
I don't think so. I think even if you like stuff like because a lot of these low budget horror comedies tend to skew more towards like trauma type humor. I think even if you like those kind of things that I think this movie is going for just a little bit, I still don't think you're going to get anything out of it. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't think I would recommend it.
Rebecca.
Probably not. It just doesn't do anything really well. Like it's just and it's not going to be worth it.
Well, it's not even incompetent enough to be funny.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like bad funny in that sense. Yeah.
No.
AJ.
No, just what everyone said. I didn't really see any redeeming qualities. I wasn't impressed with the gore, the effects, the act. Well, the one guy was pretty good acting, but it's just like there's nothing here to keep your attention in this movie at all.
Spiv.
It's only an hour. Go for it.
It's an hour and it's free.
Yeah. Throw it on in the background.
Yeah. I think we all know where I stand on this.
No, Chris, how do you feel about this movie?
Loved it.
I aggressively was upset by things. I even wasn't bored when I was watching it, though. That's the honest truth.
Yeah.
It's only an hour. Yeah.
And
There's worse ways you could spend your
I
time.
watched it
True.
not alone, which makes it better. Maybe with like a group of friends, it'd be even better. I don't fucking know.
I don't think there's enough to laugh at to make that better, though. Because it's not like bad, but good in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's intentionally bad.
And not one thing in this could I point out and be like, oh, yeah, they really tried to make that cool. And they didn't. Not the gore, not the kills, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Ruined Christmas. Just like the fucking year. Time to move on, though, and play a game. So here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of complete, right? Your methods are sloppy and your conclusions are highly impressive. Shall we play?
Alrighty. Let's get into some deer facts.
Yes, deer facts.
Stand next to the road and jump out.
What sense of what sense is the strongest for a deer? Is it smell, hearing, sight, or taste?
Hearing?
I would say hearing.
They have pretty big ears.
It's a good prey skill to have.
Smell.
Taste.
Sight. Nah, I think their sight sucks.
because they lick
taste
the
good.
sugar cubes all the time. I'm telling you, taste.
It's smelling. That's why deer hunters are always worried about like scent block and stuff like that because
Want to be
smell
downwind of them.
Yeah. Putting on
How many downwinds?
Oh fuck! How many trees downwind are you?
Depends on zoning.
How many chambers does a deer stomach have?
3.
73.
No chambers?
Is it 2?
I want to say 2.
Yeah, 2 sounds about right.
Actually,
I have
That's
42, so a deer has more.
I've seen the inside of one, but I don't remember.
It's 4.
Jeez.
Like a cow. Yeah, so it just keeps. And they don't have gallbladders either, Chris.
You're half a deer.
Almost deer-like.
You should have been the deer in the movie.
Too bad we removed your antlers when you were born.
How many degrees of vision does a deer have?
Well, their eyes are like kind of on the side of their head, so pretty wide.
Degrees.
180.
60?
Yeah, I was gonna say one. I'll put say 150.
240.
190.
310.
Wow. Holy
How does
shit.
that work? Good lord.
That's insane.
Yeah, 65 of it is the binocular overlap that most of our sight is. So a lot of it is just seeing out of the individual.
Wow.
I don't understand
That's
this
really
at
cool.
all. Why can humans not see straight ahead? Isn't that all I'm seeing? Like, eyes are straight ahead of me.
Do see
glaucoma,
both
Chris.
of our eyes at the
overlap.
same time.
Overlap, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see now. Okay, that makes
And
sense.
are they able to
Thought
process
this
the
was a-
peripheral vision? I wonder, like, that well as individual eyes, or is it
Must,
still like
yeah.
ours, where
I
it's
think
just
so,
kind of
Well, their
blurry.
brains are really small,
I think
so who
they
knows?
like their eyes I think can move almost independently, like
right?
like a goat kind of.
Yeah. It's just hard for me to imagine
weird
processing
looking eyes,
2
man.
different images because that
Give
field of
me
view is so
some fucking
wide.
deer eyes and jam in there when these glaucoma eat away the ones
These
I got now.
eyes.
You see so much shit.
How many species of deer
Great
are
song.
there?
Oh,
boy,
wow.
A ton.
14 or so.
56.
57. Ketchup.
$1.
12.
There we go. There's
Oh,
about
shit.
Oh wow!
I totally
Nice.
guessed.
Good
Good job,
job.
Lindsay.
What's special about a Chinese water deer? Is it the smallest deer species, the only deer species without antlers, the only Asian deer species, or the only deer without hooves?
Is it without hooves?
Ooh,
Hooves.
weird.
I think it's the smallest.
Hooves. That's a weird one.
Is it a deer if it doesn't have hooves?
That's a good question.
No hopes.
It's definitely not a weredeer if it doesn't have hooves. Fine, antlers.
It is the only deer without antlers.
Oh, but
It
it's got
grows
the
those
fangs.
fangs.
Yes.
That's so
Damn.
cool.
Yeah.
Are those? What are those made out of? They're not like teeth, right? They're made out of
It looks almost like a dog a little bit
a little
too.
bit.
And they're like antlers in that like they
They
grow
go-
longer
right.
as they get older.
And
So
they fall off every year or not? No, they don't. I guess. in
I
that
don't
sense.
think so.
Okay.
But
they're the
that's like
walrus.
how the length of their fangs is how they attract a mate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just like
Size
just like
does
humans.
matter.
Size does matter.
Damn.
Bullshit.
Bambi was depicted as a white-tailed deer.
Not fair.
What type of deer was he in the book? Was he a roe deer, an elk, a mule deer, or a reindeer?
Mule deer.
Mule
Road was a
deer.
book. Elk.
I'm gonna say elk. Yeah,
He was a roe deer.
Roe deer.
interesting.
I saw a
Disney
road
was
deer
afraid
the other
he-
day. Hey, it was.
Roadkill deer.
How fast can a deer run?
Fucking
45
fast.
miles an hour.
Yeah,
36.
I'd say between 40 and 50.
35.
35. Wow.
That's still pretty fast.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty fast.
Fast.
Yeah. And that's it. That's some deer facts for you.
Dear Lord, that was a good game.
Becca. Time to move on. Do some listener feedback. So here we go.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowl-orama.
That's good. You weren't here because you don't show up half the time
Watched
anymore.
it though. I was sick. I'm still sick.
Oh, what'd you think?
Well, Spivonius commented and said, this movie made me angry. The one joke was rooted in misogyny, and I felt bad for the one lady who was naked the whole time.
But you love that.
Something about this, though. It just felt like not right. Yeah, I would much rather watch Chopping Mall to get my Killer in a Mall fix.
It's definitely the better version of this movie. Yeah.
Much better movie.
So,
Marilyn Knepper, Linnea Quigley, and George Buck Flower hearing aid scene was my favorite. Hearing aid scene. I don't remember that.
Don't remember a hearing aid scene.
That's one of the best parts of the movie.
What has happened?
What's the hearing aid scene?
When they go in, when Linnea and the one guy go into where Buck Flowers is like passed out or whatever, and they wake him up and they're trying to tell
in
him
the
stuff.
like janitor's closet thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
forgot about that.
He like can hear the guy, but he's like telling her, I gotta turn it up or I gotta turn it down. That kind of thing. It was funny.
Buck Flowers was pretty good.
He's funny.
He was my favorite part of the movie. Yeah. The Imp was fun. Agree with Lindsay. The Slumber Party Massacre is a classic.
It's great.
Haven't seen it.
Good Lord.
Philip Lee, new to your channel. Is there a way to watch the movie alongside the cast?
Well, a lot of what we watch is free.
Watch along.
Or you do Patreon. Watch alongs, yeah.
Yes, Philip.
Of which we've done a few.
Welcome to the channel, Philip. We don't do that, I believe, for copyright reasons. Right? Because it would be like a public performance of the movie.
Well, you could do it where it's like, okay, start the movie now, and it's just us.
Yeah,
We'll have to queue it up with us. But we do the watch-alongs occasionally, but they're not, like, we only get a few patrons who show up, and, like, I've seen the recorded numbers. No one watches them, so I don't know.
Right. Not worth it. We're not that good at riffing on the spot either. If that's what you're looking for. It's not going to be riff tracks.
Yeah.
They're not good at riffing on the spot either. They write those fucking jokes.
I know. No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Of course.
But we're not going to waste the time to write that shit.
So basically, we're too lazy, Philip. So you're stuck with what we got. Taylor
We do Bad Movie Night, which the video show, which is just that.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, once every 6 months.
We're doing them. We have budget.
We actually have like 7 episodes backlogged right now or something like that.
You just have to actually make them.
Just watch those videos.
It take 8 hours to make one.
There's like 60 or 70 of them, so you got time.
Yeah.
Actually, there's one I'm almost done with. That's going to be really good. That's coming out.
Nice.
So,
all right.
Look forward to it.
Taylor Ann, alternate title: A Night with Imp and Friends.
It ain't easy, but it's necessary.
And Gnome Sane. Like for the mention of Bill Maher and Cannibal Women in the Avocado Jungle of Death. Bill Maher. I knew I was saying it wrong.
The comedian.
You know who Bill Maher is?
I know who Bill Maher is.
Okay.
Does he still have his show?
He does on HBO, but now he's made like a boomer, so
He has a podcast too.
he's more right wing than he is left wing half the time now, so it's hard to tell.
Boomers. I made the mistake of thinking he was in this one. Yeah, I don't know why Bill Maher would be in this movie.
Because we talked about him in another movie.
Well, there you go.
You had to
That's
be
somehow
there.
related.
I had to be there. I did not watch
You have to show up for the podcast. If you
watch the episode.
How are you going to do next week's episode if you haven't?
What?
Oh, you actually watched the movie?
I watched the movie. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was all set to go. I was sleeping during our podcast last week.
Okay.
I was sick, man.
I was sleeping during most of this one, so it's a
So kind of like a normal podcast.
So we have some feedback from the website. Which is
an email.
Very new. We got an email.
Email? What is that?
What? The email? Hello, Bad Movie Night podcast crew. I just completed the near impossible task of catching up on the podcast from the very beginning.
Holy shit. Thank you so much.
Insane.
This started for me
Awesome.
in the late summer, early fall of 2021 with Nemesis.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Classic.
Now, is
Great movie.
Nemesis better or worse than this movie?
Nemesis,
Nemesis
is awesome.
movie's awesome, but our
Yeah.
podcast sucked.
It was terrible.
Welcome to the Bad Movie Night Podcast.
Remember
The
that
intro
robot
was
voice?
awesome.
Actually, you know what though? It was more serious and actual trying
Oh
to be
yeah.
critical.
It was
than
also
it is
only
now,
like
or
20
it's
minutes.
just awful.
Yeah.
That's when we would watch the movies
Asshole.
together then, too.
Yeah.
That was fun. I missed that.
It took me until a few days ago to catch up to Sorority Babes. I'm glad I decided to stick to watching the video podcast on YouTube instead of listening to it on Spotify. I would have missed Aaron's green screen hilarity during the history holes this year.
Thanks
As
for doing
funny
that.
as his history hole segments were, the funniest moment of the podcast for me this year has to be the chicken or Axl Rose cane from the Loot
Oh,
of
that
the
was
Geek
top tier.
podcast.
Nice.
Top tier.
You get some
that made me-
appreciation for that.
Car fart is a runner-up.
still
Car fart is still
car
up there.
fart's number one. Over
Yes.
the
When was Carfart this year?
Yeah, we did
Yeah.
it again.
Yeah, because you
We
did
did
it a
it again.
second time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to do it once a year at least.
People love that. They were commenting on that. Yeah.
I'm
so
glad to
good.
see Ian return to the show as well after a long absence.
When did he return to the show?
He's banned. I don't know.
Oh, he came back for like an episode, didn't he? When we had a lot of
Did he?
people out or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was what, last year.
That was last year, I thought. But yeah. I hope to see Todd again as well, unless that's out of the realm of possibility.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I wish you guys the best of luck in finishing the Witchcraft series. If you
You
do
never
need
know.
another long series, if you need another long series to torture yourselves with, I recommend that you don't watch the Camp Blood series. You hear that, patrons? Don't put Camp Blood on the wheel
Damn
for
it.
these
I have
guys.
some of those.
You know
I have
Sean.
666 Camp Blood.
Anytime I have a question about the podcast, I ask Sean
How does Sean know
because he
this?
knows.
Super fan.
It's like
He is the
And
Bad
he's
Movie
very-
Night Ninja.
fan.
He's very resourceful.
He is the fan.
Sean is an awesome guy.
Yes.
We're very lucky to have met him.
Ian was on Templar Nation, really?
Yeah, that's right. Templar Nation. I remember that.
Yeah, that's right.
I just
He
flipped
was.
back to see the
I don't-
comments here. Yeah.
When
That was
did-
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember emailing.
I haven't watched that one. I think I was out of town or something.
I was out too.
You were watching your
That's why
That
Ian was on.
Yeah, you were down
I
every
couldn't
She
make
was
it.
on
I was
another
washing my
podcast.
hair.
Let's see. On a serious note, Chris, I just wanted to congratulate you on getting to make Transient. You
Yo.
still got the gumption and passion for filmmaking in you, and your experience while making Transient has shown in some of your criticisms towards the films on the podcast recently.
Just a few times.
like every episode.
Like
It just
today?
means Chris hates every movie
Did
now.
again.
I lost.
Did you know that
track of
Transient had 1.32% of the budget of this movie?
Our movie looks so much better.
It does look fucking great.
Our movie
though.
looks
does,
good.
though, yeah.
It looks
Okay.
really nice.
Our movie looks
Looks
good,
really
and the
good.
actors were really fucking good.
They're really
Yeah.
good.
And the very small crew did a lot of work and effort.
You had some
and,
dedicated people.
and it just frustrates me. That's all.
All you needed to do was make Weredeer, apparently.
I could make the fucking
We
shit
would
out of Weredeer.
make the shit out of
make
Weird
Weredeer
Deal.
in an hour.
But the
I still
cool, we'd
think
have
we need to
scenes where
make-
like, hell yeah, that
We're gonna
looked
build
badass.
a 20-foot puppet costume. You know?
I think we need to make that fighting movie one we talked about a long time
Evangel
ago.
Fist.
Oh,
Angel Fist. We need to make
boy.
Jesus Saves, that whole grocery store Jesus coupon movie thing. We need to like make some of these films that we talked about.
Gross.
Write 'em.
Vinegar Heart.
Vinegar Heart.
What the fuck?
Vinegar Heart.
Aaron used to in the history hub talk about movies, and then the one time he started like making up movies that he'd be talking about, and we thought they were real.
He'd
And
mix
then
them
he's
in
like,
with the
"Oh, I
real
actually made
ones."
that up," and it was about this guy who like grew pickles or some shit.
Oh, I remember that one. It was like, no, he grows potatoes or something like,
Oh,
that.
that's probably a different one.
It
but
was
yeah.
like the Outpost Zeta.
No, this was a
Oh,
really
Zeta
long
is
time
movie
ago,
of the year
years ago.
2020.
Well, I remember you've done it before when I was on the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
probably.
done it before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there was that flight. It was a flight movie or something, a plane movie like that. It had Christian Slater or something.
Yeah,
I made it
Yeah,
up.
shit like
Ooh,
that. We all
that's
got
a good
excited, and then it turned out it wasn't even a real movie.
I should do that again. That was fun.
That was good.
It takes a lot of work to make the fake movie cover though, poster. I'm not very good at that stuff. Maybe I should get AJ to do it. It's the Victor Hugo movie.
Yeah, I can make some if you want.
This spring,
That'd be awesome.
Victor Hugo and Victor Hugo go mano a mano.
Is that it, Spiff?
All right, I'm closing this out before Rebecca or somebody else throws in the towel and quits the podcast. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year to everyone, and Chester A. Arthur.
Thank you, sir.
Sincerely, somewhat dweeb.
Oh, sir or madam, I'm not sure, but thank you either way.
Yes, thank you. That was a very nice email.
They have a recommendation then for next year.
Okay.
Adam Marcus's Secret Santa from 2018.
Oh, for next Christmas.
For next Christmas.
No, we're not making it that long.
We're never gonna remember that.
And we're not gonna remember that.
Remind us next Christmas.
Yeah, remind us next year. Yeah.
If we somehow like make it that far, we're never
Sean,
gonna remember that.
next year.
Oh shit!
That sounds like
he's
a
so
challenge,
right.
AJ. You got to shut him down.
It's true though.
It is.
You make the cover. I'll come up with the concept.
All right.
What are we talking about?
What are we talking about? We're talking about if
Fake
you want me to
movies.
read your comments, you got to leave them. So
All right.
leave them.
Leave them on the YouTubes. We have a voicemail. It is a mystery.
It's Paul.
I've got a voicemail. It's 11 seconds long. It was so quiet. I boosted the volume 3 times. Let's take a listen.
They butt dialed us?
Unravel the mystery.
There's a
That's
car
a butt
in
dial
there.
for sure.
Do we know what it is?
That's Paul.
I examined the waveform
Yeah.
to see if like
Enhance it.
try and like
Enhance.
Oh, this is great. Here, look at
like,
this.
CSI this
I
shit.
I didn't see anything there.
Yeah.
But then when I enhanced the waveform even more, I saw that.
That's
I don't know.
No respect. No
Enhance.
respect.
Enhance.
See, did you know what that was funny? Because I put a little effort into that joke.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's true.
Just say it.
Oh, not Paul.
I believe you, Paul. I believe
It
you.
sounded like someone walking with the phone in their pocket.
Yeah, it's definitely a butt dial.
And then there was a car horn. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that we're on somebody's random butt dial. That's even better. So if you want to get your voicemail on the show, and I was thinking about this, and I would love if we could get a bunch of voicemails for next week that we could sprinkle in throughout.
To
of
do
your,
what?
Your top movie of 2022 and a little bit of reason why. Not like 3 minutes long, but give me like 20, 30 seconds.
That'd be
of
cool.
Your top movie and why. Or
Bad movie or just movie in general?
or whatever your most passionate category is and why. Just something like that in case we get to one of these things and we can play somebody's opinion. I think that'd be really cool.
That would
really
be
helpful.
really cool.
That would be
So
cool.
at least if you can do that, if you're a patron or you're just a normal listener and you followed along this far, if you can leave us a voicemail for next week and it'll make it into the year ender, which will make us so happy. So
That's
bad-movie-night.com on the right-hand side, there's a little button that says leave us a voicemail. Or you can even get your asshole to do it like this guy did this week. The thing of it is like you have to fill out like a form to send this. So I don't They like record it like, okay, this is garbage. I'm sending it. Which is I appreciate that.
It's a bot.
Yeah, maybe. That's it though, because we're not spinning the wheel, right?
There's no wheel.
Nope.
Next week,
There's no wheel.
BMNEs.
Next
No.
week's BMNEs, guys.
Be
So
ready to fight?
be ready.
Post Zeta.
Are we
Go.
going to spin a wheel though during the BMNEs, or do
No.
we need to spin now
No.
to have a
We
movie
told
for
what's
after?
his name.
We
that
told
he
Eric
had.
Reeves.
Yeah.
Eric Reeves joined the Patreon again. I saw that.
job,
I don't
Eric.
know, Eric. I don't. If you need to, Eric, leave a comment. Do I need to re-invite you to the Slack, or are you still on the Slack? If you're on the Slack, leave us your recommendation, and we will make sure that's the first movie we cover of 2023.
Yeah, what was the movie he said? Let's see. Go back here.
We don't need to go back and review. He's gonna leave it, right? Okay, or we can go back and review.
I don't think he posted. I don't think he said what it is. We just
Yeah, I
said
don't think
he'd
he
have
said
the
what
first pick.
Okay.
So, Eric Reeves, go ahead and do that. And we hope everybody has a great Christmas, holiday, whatever you
Right.
celebrate. Just have some fun. And we will see you next week when we dive into the Bad Movie Night Awards. And really air some grievances, I think is what's going to happen. Air panic,
Festivus for the rest of us.
Post Zeta.
hot garbage. I'm fuck your face.
Sarah Pan is coming back. Movie of the year.
Oh, shit.
Movie of the
It's
year.
going to get messy.
It got
The first episode is usually all right. By the second episode, I'm pretty drunk and I don't
We're
know
all
what
pretty
happened.
drunk.
And I get mean. Last week I was a
That's how
dick
Ticker
because I
ended
got
up as
drunk,
movie
a
of the
little
year.
drunk, and I was so mean last week. I hate it. Anyways, time to end the episode. Here we go. Goodbye.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. Podcast. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.